What's up? By now you already know what I'm going to say. Welcome to another Wednesday. I hope the beginning of your week is going well thus far. Hope last week went well and hope nothing is stopping you to your rise to the top. As you know, we're all trying to get there day by day, month by month, year by year. Few things to start off. First thing is, got 80 subscribers on YouTube, trying to get to 20. So if you can help me out, please go on there and subscribe. You can subscribe if you're on YouTube, of course, in one of these corners down here, there should be a button. And on Facebook, I'll leave a link in the messages. Go on and subscribe. Second thing is, I started a new series called One-on-One with Bells. That's pretty much videos that I do on my iPhone. Just one-on-one with me and you. More personal, I'll probably leave those on YouTube and probably on a Facebook personal page once I get that fully up and running. Last but not least, what are we talking about today? Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to convince yourself. So what does that mean? A lot of times we're trying to convince other people what we want to do, but we haven't convinced ourselves yet. So let's take it away. All right, so we're back. And we're talking about convincing yourself. So if you look at anything that you've done in the past, right? Let's think about that one goal or one of those goals that you say that you want, that you're having a little trouble on. And we're going to talk about some ways or some strategies to get through that. Now, I can bet that for that thing, whatever it might be, you haven't truly convinced yourself. Now, when I say convince yourself, I mean, have you truly convinced yourself that you deserve it, that you really want it, or that you can even get it? We have to first convince ourselves before we do anything else. So, I want you to look at your body language right now. And how do you feel towards that goal? Meaning your energy, the people that's surrounding you, everything. How does that compare to a goal in the past that you achieved, that you made happen? I can guarantee you that the energy and the positivity and the convincing that you did in the past, whatever that goal is in the past, you actually believed. You convinced yourself that you could accomplish it, therefore you made it happen. Where this goal right here, I don't think you fully convinced yourself yet, or you don't fully believe that you deserve it. But once you convince yourself, everything else lines up. So for far too long, you've probably told yourself that you wanted to achieve something in particular. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to think about that one thing. Now, for that one thing, have you convinced yourself? So do you believe that you actually deserve it? Is it something that you can accomplish? Because we can put different plans into place. We can put different people around us. But if we don't believe in here first, that we can actually make it happen and that we can actually follow through, then none of that really matters at the end of the day. So today I'm going to talk about a 3-step plan called the WWP that represents 3 words or 3 ways in order to convince yourself that you can make whatever it is happen. Because a lot of times we convince everybody else around us when we haven't convinced ourselves. So for example, if you want a promotion, you've convinced your boss. If you want to hit a certain weight, you convince your trainer. You might have convinced your psychologist, your significant other. You might have convinced everybody around you, but none of that matters if you haven't convinced yourself that you're going to get out there and make it happen. That's why we keep on falling backwards. We keep on falling backwards because we don't truly believe that we can make it happen. So WWP, the first thing is the W is why. So why do you want to achieve this thing? Like, what is in it for you? What is in it for the people around you? What is your why at the end of the day? So start with the W. So why? The second one is really, really important. All right. The second W is what? So I want you to think 3 years into the past, 3 years into the future, maybe 1 year into the future. What will your life be like if you didn't achieve this particular goal? Like, what will your surroundings be? What kind of people will be around you? What will your financial life will be like? What will your health be like? And I want you to list as many things as possible, because as my mentor taught me, if you can link enough pain to not achieving what you want, you're able to then pull yourself towards that goal because you don't want to attract that pain in your life. So I bet you can probably name about 10 to 15 things that will be negative. We're not thinking positive right now. I want you to think negatively. Daryl, I want you to think negatively. I want you to think of 10 or 15 things and how you would feel if you didn't accomplish that certain goal. Because if you didn't accomplish it, what would life be like? And then that could be a way that you could pull yourself towards that goal and to make it happen. So the first thing we said was the why. So why do you want it? The second thing is the what. What will your life be like if you didn't achieve it? So that's 10 or 15 things on that. The second thing is also on that what will life be if you did achieve it? What are all those good things that could happen? And then the third thing is the P, the plan. How are you going to make it happen? What are 3 action steps that you can take today to move forward? So the first action step will be to write down your why, to write down your what will life be like if you did achieve it, what will life be like if you didn't achieve it, and then to write down your 3 action steps. So WWP is the model for today. Your why, your what, and your plan. For far too long, we've been convincing others of things that we wanted, but we haven't truly convinced ourselves, and that's why we're not achieving and making certain things happen, y'all. So, thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I hope today you'll be thinking about ways that you can convince yourself, or thinking about certain goals or things that you want to achieve that maybe you convince others and you haven't truly sat down and thought about it if you wanted it, or you haven't thought about truly if you feel like you deserve it. Maybe that's the case. But as always, thank you for watching. I'll meet you at the top because the bottom is getting way too crowded, y'all. Thank you again. Peace. Yeah.